Back to the darts now. Reigning champion Luke Littler has powered his way to the quarterfinals with a 4-2 win in a really good contest over Rob Cross. But despite his brilliance, the crowd were not entirely behind him, to say the least, with boos greeting his performance.
I'm not bothered, really, I'm not bothered. Really not bothered. Can I just say one thing? You guys pay for tickets and you're paying for my prize money, so thank you. Thank you for my money. Thank you for booing me. Thank you. No one wanted me to win, but yes, again, I've proved them wrong. It's not in reach just yet. I think you got to get to the final. I'll enjoy 2 days off, and then I'll be back on New Year's Day. Past 2 years, I've spent New Year's Eve, New Year's Day in London. So yeah, we're doing it again.
Luke Littler, after his win over Rob Cross last night, I'm delighted to say joining us the talkSPORT darts commentator Mark Wilson. Morning, Mark.
Morning, boys. How are you doing?
Mark.
Yeah, good, thanks, mate. Obviously, all the headlines are about Luke Littler. He said afterwards, I think I lost my head a bit. Had he been getting stick throughout the match?
Yeah, he got a little bit early on. I think when he won the first set, I think the fans were hoping Rob Cross was going to get off to a good start. He cupped your football style, cupped his hands behind his ears and said, look, I can't hear you anymore. And they gave him a bit of stick, to be fair, and that kept up throughout the game. But they wanted to see a contest last night, and they got one. Fair play to Rob Cross, who was outstanding and very nearly took it to a deciding set. I think Luke, with a bit of hindsight, may regret what he did last night, but he's right. You know, they're paying his wages. He's earning plenty of money, and he's quite happy with that as well.
Is that the first time that we know that Luke's sort of got a little bit of that? Because listen, it's going to happen, and there's going to be certain events where he might get it a little bit more than other ones, etc., etc. But is that the first time?
I think it is in the UK. He gets it quite a bit in Germany. I'm not sure he's a fan of going to Germany because they do get stuck into him over there. And he said publicly he doesn't like it. So, yeah, he did have a bit of a nibble, didn't he, last night? But like he said, that he's earning plenty of money. I think he can live with it.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's easy to forget he's just 18 because his performances belie his age. That's for sure. But maybe it'd been an idea just to somebody have a little quiet word, give him a little bit of advice of how to deal with situations like that.
Yeah, because I think the reaction, listening and speaking to some fans outside last night, is they felt that he had let himself down and they felt that he'd maybe turned the crowd against him. It might not be a bad thing. He's got a couple of days off before he plays in the quarterfinals on New Year's Day. But look, like you said, he's 18 years old. I'm sure when we were all 18, we said things that we maybe didn't, with hindsight, would have liked to have taken back. But he's said it now. It's out there and he'll have to deal with the consequences.
Yeah. He's going to take some stopping, isn't he?
Oh, I mean, we forget 106.5 his average last night, 16 180s, whatever. It was incredible. And it feels remarkable that Rob Cross actually pushed him as close as he did. He had a dart to make it 3-3 at the end. But he's just such a player. I mean, that's the first time we've seen him pushed in the tournament. And he just came up with all the right answers. He is a phenomenal player.
Anyone else, Mark, you're looking at aside of those that we would expect to go all the way? Anyone that you're looking at and you're thinking he's playing really well and he could be a threat?
Yeah, I think the thing is, Andy, everybody that you feel could beat him is in the other half of the draw. So there's going to be a fantastic day today, and then the quarterfinals as well. You're looking at the likes of Luke Humphries in the other side of the draw. Jan van Veen, one of the bright young talents. He's won his first major this year. He's going to on course to meet Humphries in the next couple of rounds. You've got Michael van Gerwen and Gary Anderson going at it tonight. They've been outstanding. So there's plenty of contenders, but someone's got to get in there and actually knock him out. I think he's 16-1 now. His record at Alexandra Palace. There's only one person beating him, and that was Humphries in the final in his first year.
I mean, look, it's brilliant to see Gary Anderson turning the clock back as well at the moment. But I tell you, one of the young man who's caught my eye during the course of this tournament, and that's Charlie Manby, who's just 20. It's his debut at the World Champs. And he's into the last 16. Goodness me. Ricky Evans, he showboated his way onto the stage, showboated his way to the hockey, and then Charlie Manby demolished him.
Yeah, he did. Look, he's been very good, Charlie Manby. He was very good in round one when he beat Cameron Menzies. He can't afford to miss that many doubles. He takes on Jan van Veen, who's one of the favourites. But, this is a kid. He's working on the building site, 9 to 5, whatever, during the week. He's had to book time off work. He's played for 100 grand today, and not only that, if he wins today, he gets a tour card, so he can hand the building site stuff up over and become a professional darts player. It's not a bad way, is it?
Not bad at all. So look, I mean, later on tonight, Luke Humphries up against Kevin Doak, isn't he? You know, it's no gimmick because Luke hasn't been absolutely at his best so far, has he?
He's playing all right. He too got a push against Gabriel Clemens, the German. He came from 3-0 down and he missed starts to make it 3-3. And I think the fact that the best players are getting a bit of a push now, it's just focusing their mind and honing their skills. He's going to have his hands full later on with Dukes, who beat Nathan Aspinall. Outstanding performance from Kevin Dukes. Another one on that list of players. You wouldn't be surprised to see him cause another upset tonight, but I'm sure Humphries will be buoyed by the fact that Littler's already through. He'll be desperate to meet him again in the final, and that's how it's set to be. But I think there's a few twists and turns to come, and that might just be this afternoon and this evening.
Brilliant, Mark. You must be shattered by the end of the tournament, are you?
Well, it's day 17 of the darts. I can tell you that, but I don't know what day it is.
Brilliant. Well done, Mark.
Mark.
Speak to you soon.
See you later.
Brilliant.
The standard of the darts, Jeff, has just gone so ridiculous and so incredible. Is there any sport out there that has leapt forward at such a rate of knots as what darts? There isn't, is there?
No. There definitely isn't. And you know what? We had Barry Hearn on a few months ago now, and Barry was saying that this is just going to get bigger and bigger because now kids are inspired by Luke Littler. And, you know, okay, we all know they've got the PlayStations and goodness knows what, but kids have got dartboards in their bedrooms now as well. And you've got 10, 11, 12-year-olds who are coming through, and they're going to be the ones that eventually challenge Luke Littler.
It is absolutely unbelievable. But when you're watching it, I mean, I've not been to Ali Pali. Have you been?
Not to the Ali Pali, no. Obviously, I presented it for years when it was at the Circus Tavern, but not the Ali Pali.
I remember when it used to be didn't it used to be at Frimley as well?
No, that's the other one.
Is that the other one?
That's the other. This is the PDC World Championships. The other one's at Frimley Green for
years, wasn't it?
But PDC broke away in 1994 and went to the Circus Tavern. Just 16 players in those days.
Right.
So it's really changed now.
It has.
Like that. My boys are going to the Ali Pali on semi-finals day, I think. So that's great. I hope they have a fantastic time.